Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you might be listening to this. This is the Buzzpucks Podcast.
Podcast.
I'm Bert,
I'm Clay.
and we are here for week 11 of the NHL season and all the stuff that happened therein.
Yes.
Had some more trades, had a team get bought by somebody, had the roster freeze happen a day later than I
Yep.
said it was going to happen because I'm dumb.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you
So I
mean.
would like to
Oh.
apologize to everybody. I said it was midnight of the 19th that it started. It was midnight of the 20th. I misread it. So
Right, but there was some
there's a couple trades
deadline
right at the
deadline
deadline.
deals.
Yeah, like
And
just an
it
hour or two
also
before.
it mattered on local time. So the western teams got to trade later
True.
than the eastern teams.
I forgot that it has to do with the had to do with the local time too. Um, So yeah, but before we get into all of that, and we're gonna talk about one team in particular quite a lot, I think, in a few
This
minutes.
might be a long
This
episode.
might be a
We're
long
already
episode.
apologizing.
Um, what are you drinking, Clay?
I'm drinking Sierra Nevada's Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. It's their like winter IPA. It's the red can. Um,
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah, you know it. You
yeah.
don't like it.
Nope,
Um,
sorry. Those ones, the Sierra Nevada beers in particular, I cannot handle those IPAs. There's just such a pine tar
yeah,
aftertaste to them. That's just my dad loved them. I
right.
don't know
You said
why.
you said Torpedo was his favorite,
Yeah, the triple.
and
Oh my
it's a
god.
double. I think it's just a double, but
Oh, okay, but still,
it still hits you in the mouth.
it's so
Oh,
hard to
it
drink.
it puckers you right up.
I am drinking from Reverie Brewing Company, Tricera hops.
Oh, you got Triceratops
Yeah,
again?
yeah, it's
He's
cute.
a cute little
Yeah, it's a
Triceratops
cute little
with hop horns.
Triceratops with hops horns. Yeah, it's cute. I saw it.
Adorable.
I was like, I don't remember if we've had this before, but I'm gonna buy it because it's cute.
We've had a couple referee stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's get through the rest of the news first before we talk about the team we're going to talk about.
I mean, it could be Buffalo because stuff happened.
Oh,
Do you not
that's true
know?
as well. No, I know. But Buffalo also is in the midst of a 6 game winning streak. So
Yeah, yeah,
the other
that's true.
team we're
Right.
gonna it's Toronto. I'm not. Why are we?
It's still in the Atlantic. I know.
Yeah, why are we dancing
Beating around
around
the
it?
bush.
So like I said, the NHL roster freeze is in effect until December 28th. So that is so nobody can
No
be traded
moves.
during
No waivers.
the Christmas week. So nobody has to worry about that kind of thing. It'd be a dick move to
Yep.
trade a guy on Christmas anyway, but I wouldn't put it past some general
Wouldn't put
managers.
it past. Yeah, no.
So yeah, we won't see any waivers, any trades, any of that until the 28th at the earliest. But
Right.
reminder that the soft trade deadline has already passed as well, which was the 19th, like 11:59 on the 19th. Now, no matter if a guy is traded, he cannot be traded again in the season.
No.
No?
I realize that it's not true. It's if they are traded and salary is retained.
Is that the rule?
That's the rule.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I
It's
missed that
it's
in
it's
the
to prevent the like
the double retention.
the double retention.
Oh, okay. Well, my apologies then. Then I guess
Yeah.
that's not in effect.
And I don't think any of the trades that happened at the deadline were retentions.
No, none of them were. So, okay. So all of those guys that were traded in the last couple of weeks
Can get traded whenever.
could get traded again. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yes.
We missed that in the rules.
I just learned that like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. But that's good
because
knowledge
they were
to have.
because they were talking about like Marchment getting moved again.
Got it. Well, he would come in under the deadline, but irregardless. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Well, let's talk about those trades.
Yep.
Um,
You get one, I get one. No.
Sure.
I
I mean, 3 of the 4 teams involved in these 2 trades are your teams. So Why
Yeah.
don't you do the
So
one that's your two teams, which is the first
all
one that
right.
happened?
So Philip Deneau gets traded for from the. Oh,
Kings.
my brain is breaking.
The
The
Kings.
Kings to the Montreal Canadiens for a 2026 round two pick.
Yes. So this also came a day or two after Deneau requested a trade.
Yeah, his ice time is going down, kind of,
It's
and
fair. I mean, it's fine.
yeah,
The team was
I
starting to be beyond him, so it's
yeah
nice of them
I
to get a trade done pretty quickly after the request.
it's but he's dropped off a little bit. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy to see just because of how defensively sound he is. Like he's
Yeah,
been a great
he's still quite useful. He's just not he doesn't
um
score that much.
third line
Yeah. Third for
center, but
good third line center, great fourth line center.
yeah, but now like they're putting Laferriere
Yeah.
there. They brought Hellenis up. Uh, Turcotte can play center. Uh, yeah, so
And this frees some cap space for LA too for whatever they want
yeah,
to do at the deadline. And Montreal, I believe, had quite a bit of cap space anyway.
yes,
So, and this is just helpful for Montreal. They get a good veteran presence that they already
hmm
know because he played there, what, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever it was.
yeah.
And
It also just allows more youth to come in.
yeah, and LA gets a second round pick this year
Yeah.
from Columbus, which might be one of it might be a high second round pick.
Did you know LA is paying Mike
Still,
Richards for 5 more years?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It is wild to go look at who is still getting paid by teams. I think the Penguins are still paying Jack Johnson as well.
Oh wow. Ugh.
Not a lot. It's like
But still, yeah, like
700K or something like that. But
it's
it's
600K for Mike
still
Richards.
it's still like, oh, they still have to give that guy money.
Yep.
All right, the other trade that happened within, I don't know, an hour or two of the first one was Mason Marchment got sent from the Seattle Kraken to the Columbus Blue Jackets for a 2027 second round pick that belonged to Columbus and a 2026 fourth round pick that belonged to the Rangers.
So they got Marchment for a third and a fourth. So being able to they flipped him for a second and a fourth. So they
There you
got
go.
more.
Yeah.
This is another one he wasn't working out, and this another one that frees up more space for kids.
Yeah. So, yeah, and honestly, Columbus could probably use more veteran presence
Depth
on their
scoring,
team
yeah.
and depth scoring. I mean, they
Middle
need
six scoring,
help. They
yeah.
they need help because the only person that's putting in work on Columbus right now is Werenski.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see if these work out or if maybe Marchment gets traded again at the deadline. I doubt Deneau will, but
No.
Marchment maybe. Speaking of, well, I don't know. A team got sold this week, and it was the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
Fenway Sports Group, who had owned the Penguins only for like not even
3?
years, not
Yeah.
even 4 years, sold the Penguins to the Hoffman Group, which is a group based out of Chicago,
Chicago.
for $1.7 billion. So
Wow.
they turned a $600 million profit on the Penguins.
That's crazy.
This it's Hoffman Family Group, but it's a hedge fund, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Is it the
it's
hot
this.
dog?
No, I don't think so. But
Oh.
they have wanted to get an NHL team for a long time because they own an ECHL team. I think they own the
Gotcha.
Everblades down in Florida.
The Florida Everblades.
Yeah. So they've wanted an NHL team for a while. I think they've kicked the
I,
tires on a bunch that have been for sale, and
I
they
both
get
love and hate that name.
the Everblades.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of clever.
I'm really stuck in between loving and hating it.
So yeah, we'll see what if anything changes for the Penguins. Hopefully nothing, because despite on ice results, I like the trajectory that the Penguins are going currently. So hopefully they don't fuck with it too much, and they're just another corporate ownership group.
Mm,
We'll see. Fenway Sports Group still has, I think, a small piece of the Penguins because
it's just no longer majority ownership.
yeah, they also own the channel that the Penguins games are played on.
Mm,
So I think that was part of it that they're gonna like
keep
phase
that.
that out, probably for next season or whatever, but keep
Yeah,
that for the rest of the season. Um,
gotcha.
but yeah, here's hoping as a Penguins fan that this Hoffman group isn't super meddlesome and just they put out a statement that they're like, we want to support Kyle Dubas and his
Yeah,
vision moving forward, and I'm like, okay, let's
it's
hopefully that's true. So
yeah.
that's all the news I got. Clay, what you got?
All right, so a couple things for Edmonton. Draisaitl hits his 1,000th point.
Yes,
He is the first German player to do that.
pretty wild. And
Yeah.
if I had to, barring catastrophic injuries, he's gonna be probably in the top 10 scoring of all time by the end of his
Oh,
career. I would have to
absolutely,
guess.
absolutely.
Him and McDavid.
No
Obviously.
question. No question.
Um, yeah.
McDavid took over the lead for points leaders.
Yes, he's on fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely on fire.
All right. So, moving on that, Anaheim. Frank Vetrano gets fined for unsportsmanlike conduct against the Dallas Stars, in which he jumped Jason Robertson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely deserved. Uh,
Yeah. Fuck
he just
Robertson.
he just jumped him in like a couple slashes, and then when Robertson didn't respond to the slashes, he just tackled him. So you get fined for that.
Yeah. I mean, deserved.
Moving to Vancouver, Elias Pettersson, the forwards work ethic has been called into question again in
Well.
comments made after
Yep.
Quinn Hughes' departure. So what's going on? He's been
Really, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
like,
Ever since he signed that mega contract.
does he not take his like? Does he not do PT for his injury? Like, what part of his work? Like, again,
Yeah.
he's injured. He's been dealing with knee problems. So, like, what part of that do they not like? Has rubbed people the wrong way.
I mean, it
Are
has
they,
to mean the his on ice effort, right? Not the PT effort.
right? But like, it yes,
Because
it has to be.
that's kind of a rude thing to be like, well, why isn't your PT done already?
Well,
It's just
also
like, dude, he's
like,
hurt. Like,
well, what I mean is like, are you not taking this injury seriously? Are you not doing
mm,
the PT to get better faster? Like, why?
I guess so.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you still hurt? Like, you shouldn't be hurt at this point.
Yeah.
Again, like, just throwing stuff out there, but like, this is the second player, third coach, or not third coach, second player, but there has been coaches, um, who have complained about it, and um, but also like Quinn Hughes' leaving kind of rubbed Vancouver the wrong way
Yeah.
because he wasn't on the team bus when he got traded. He was already like
Yeah. He was like with his brothers or something already.
right, which was already planned out, but like
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he said goodbye to the team.
That's kind of fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, JT Miller,
It makes me
already had
wonder. Oh, go
like
ahead,
JT Miller has locker room
Mm-hmm.
has had locker room problems in multiple places now. So like
It does make me
it's
wonder if it's like if it was a thing similar to Winnipeg a few years ago, where Blake Wheeler and Mark Scheifele were huge pieces of shit in the locker
yeah,
room that
like
led to
both
Blake
like
Wheeler
locker
getting
room.
traded
Hmm.
eventually, and then after that, they everything was fine because
Yeah,
clearly management made the statement that they traded Wheeler, and then
they
probably
stripped
told Scheifele to shut the fuck up, and they stripped
like
they stripped They
Wheeler
stripped
of the
Wheeler of his
C
C, and I think
before.
Shifley of the A.
Yeah, they
And
did.
so
I think Shifley has his A back,
I
but
think he does now. Well, I haven't seen any reports about him being a tool again, so
no.
maybe he has reformed his ways. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Quinn Hughes and JT Miller, as good of players as they are, maybe they're huge assholes. You know?
Or maybe just, I mean, in Hughes's case, like
Maybe he's a
he's
little
a
too
guy who,
judgy.
yeah, that just could be it. We
I would
don't
feel.
know.
I would be honest. Like, just going back to the Elias Pettersson thing being hurt and like being like, why aren't you doing your PT? That's kind of a shitty thing to even
Right.
like
Hey,
even like
just
insinuate,
know,
right?
I just made that up.
No, I know. But
I
like,
just
if that
made up
was
a
the case,
scenario.
if that was the
Um,
case, I would be. I as a if I was another teammate and heard him say that, I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like,
well,
he's hurt.
since Quinn, we'll get there, but since Quinn Hughes has been traded, it's a 4-game win streak. I mean, they're still not that good of a team,
No,
but
I
but
doubt they'll make the playoffs. But maybe there was him potentially
I
not
think
saying goodbye to his team is a real tell. I think.
yeah, I
That
do too. But
he
also,
he must have been like boo boo faced about being there the last like
mm,
year and change, I'm sure.
well, also it was a huge distraction about when does he get traded, when does he get
Yeah,
traded, like if he's coming back or not. That was a huge distraction. So now that that distraction's no longer there, they
right,
can just go back to playing.
right.
Um,
True.
but yeah. So just wanted to bring up the Pedersen thing. For the NHL, they are making draft changes.
Ah, yes.
They're no longer doing the interview room.
Thank
Just
God. I know you didn't watch it last year, dude. It was painful. It was
yes,
so long.
they're talking about
It was
doing rounds one and
1,000
two.
interviews.
Rounds 1 and 2 the first night, rounds 3 through 7 the second night, and that's it. Um,
That's what they should do. Like, uh,
well,
I
also
bet
like just
back in my
just
day, they did that, and everybody had 5 minutes to make their pick, and it was all fine.
yeah, do that. Just also like the NBA and the NFL are really good at making the draft a
Somewhat
spectacle.
interesting, yeah,
Steal their homework. Just
yeah.
bite off of what
Well,
they're
I
doing.
think they were trying to do that in their own way, but it was just terrible. Like
Mm.
anything the NHL tries to be like, this is fun, right, guys? It's like,
They
no, this
they
sucks.
they need more melanin just in their head
Let
organization.
PK Subban host it. He'd probably be fun.
Eh.
Uh,
Um,
eh. But yeah, no, that's a good change. They're
yeah.
also talking about. Did you say this dropping the time limit for the picks from 10 to 8 minutes?
No, I did not see that.
Which still seems too long to me.
It's
I would
too
drop it
long.
to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Who needs that much time? You know who you're gonna take, especially if
Right.
you're the number one pick. You shouldn't even have to go on the timer. Just go up there.
Especially or like fine if you're trying to make trades or whatever, but like that hasn't been happening.
No,
It's just like
no, it's
all
been
right,
so
so like
boring.
so you're not using the 10 minutes to like make trades or whatever, so
Yeah,
lower
wait,
it
you
to
guys are
like
just like sitting there with your thumbs in your butts, like
right.
you know, you know who just got taken in front of you. I'm sure you have a draft board. You're going down.
Hmm.
Just pick the next guy. Why do you need 10 minutes?
Pick it. All right. The AHL is closing in on a 5-year CBA extension,
Oh, good.
which is good
Yeah.
because the ECHL is not, and they're about to strike.
Well, yeah. At least one
Cut.
of them is getting done potentially.
Well, there was talk about both the AHL and the ECHL going down at the same day.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That would have been wild.
It
What
would
would
have
all of
been
those play? I guess all of those
crazy.
players would have just been like hanging out at home.
I mean, yeah, they're on strike,
Yeah.
so uh,
What if they get called up though? I guess they're not on strike for the NHL, right? So
they're not on strike for the NHL, but yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, that's good to hear.
At least one of the two of them
And
is going on
hopefully,
strike.
the ECHL gets its stuff figured out.
Speaking of strikes, dude, I cannot wait for the MLB to go on strike. I know it's going to happen.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited because
really-
the MLB is so broken. It needs to
I really
be
wish the NFL
adjusted.
went on strike when they had a chance.
Yeah,
But the problem is the NFL is too big. There's too many like bit players, role players whose average like career is 3 years.
yeah,
The average NFL career is 3 years, and that is with the guys who play 20.
yeah. I was gonna
So
say that's being
you have
inflated by the guys that played 20 years.
exactly so many guys only have one shot, and they do not want to lose that on a strike.
I understand. I understand that point, but like the NFL should go on strike because how is
Absolutely,
the biggest sport in the United States? How is your players association so
it's the
weak?
weakest. It's the weakest one.
How does the NHL have
It's because of
ironclad
that.
contracts and the NFL does not?
It's part
How?
of that. Like a lot of players in the union, they're just like, we only get 1 year to maybe do this. Like, this is our career,
Yeah.
and they don't want to waste it. And
But you think
it's
it
hard.
might
It's a hard mentality to get out of.
I get that, but I feel like it might actually be easy to bend the NHL at least a little bit, or I'm sorry, the NFL at least a little bit, because
It's
of all the money in it. If the
yeah, I
players were
think
like, "We're on strike," I think it would probably be
it's
resolved in a
folded.
week or
It's
two. In a week or
I
two.
I think the longest like they would.
I don't think it would be very long. I don't think they would lose a season. I think it
I
would
don't think
just be
I think it would be half a season.
maybe. It
I
depends
think
on
it
what
would.
they were trying to get, but I I don't know. They need to do it too, because like,
They do
all
absolutely.
right, let's get back to the NHL.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go to the Atlantic,
Hot Atlantic.
Hot Atlantic. Um, I'll do the one that only has one thing because I only
Okay.
have 3 teams of news. Ottawa Senators are honoring Jacques Martin, putting him in their Ring of Honor, which
Oh, that's
is
nice.
absolutely deserved. Um, Buffalo. The rumor
Buffalo.
that this was going to happen last week happened. Kevin Adams has been relieved of his duties of general manager.
Oh, he
Yarmo
was. I thought it was just the assistant general manager that got relieved.
No, Kevin Adams.
Oh,
Is out.
wow. I totally missed the Kevin Adams one.
Kevin Adams got fired.
Okay, good. Deserved.
After he is still the best general manager in this drought.
Sure. Still not good, though.
You're right. So he is out as general manager. He was relieved of duties after the road trip.
I don't know if you guys can hear my dog drinking water very loudly behind me.
Jarmo Kekalainen is the new GM.
Yeah. I mean, Kekalainen's not a bad GM.
He let go of the AGM.
Right.
That's
Oh,
why-
okay.
that's why.
Got it. I guess I just missed the Kevin Adams news.
Josh Flynn comes over from Columbus. He is their assistant general manager. Was their assistant general manager there? He is now the assistant general manager of Buffalo.
Okay.
And Mark Bergevin
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the one where I'm like,
is an
okay.
associate GM. I didn't look at this up beforehand, but I don't know what the difference between associate GM and assistant
I
GM
do
is.
not eat. I do not know
Because
either.
there was in the title a difference.
I do
That's
not
the
know
that's
either.
the risky one. And also, he just left LA to do, so
Yeah,
it's very
just
much a
straight up
lateral
left
move.
LA.
Maybe he wants to be back on the East, and this is an
Could
opportunity.
be. Could
but
be. Because he was the GM of Montreal for a really long time.
yes,
So yeah, maybe. I mean, Buffalo's not too far away from Montreal, so maybe he just wanted to be back in the area.
so yeah.
But
that's
I do
the-
wonder if he just has more power as well,
I
which
hope
is
he
not
doesn't.
good. That shouldn't be
No.
true.
And looking back at Adams' tenure, pretty good drafts.
Yeah.
Allowed pretty good drafts. When he made trades, they seemed to be solid. But he's very He's been very conservative on trades. Did a lot of signings early that haven't necessarily panned out. Some did, some didn't. But he was kind of a yes man for Pagula,
Yeah. Right.
so that's his downfall.
Well,
The other rumor is and this is Biz putting this out there,
Hmm.
and
So take it with a grain of salt. Might be true.
take
Might
it with
not.
a grain of
Might
salt.
not be true.
He did say this guy texting him uh, is the same guy who texted him that Adams was going to be out.
Hmm.
Um, so, but again, this is a rumor from Biz that Lindy Ruff will be out as coach.
Okay.
They
That makes
they
sense.
already have another coach lined up,
Mm.
and Lindy Ruff is going to be named president of hockey operations.
Okay. I think that's not the worst move because Lindy
I
Ruff
don't either.
is very important to the Sabres' history. He was the coach there for like 20 years or something.
I think it's been 13, 15, including this past two
Okay,
seasons.
okay. I think we had this discussion before
Yeah.
last week too. But he's important to their history. So making him
Absolutely.
president of hockey ops, he still has a say in what's going on, but like
Mhm.
his tenure as it's just not working, right? I do six
Right.
game winning streak, not withholding, but he's still gonna be there.
Yep.
So it's not they're not firing him, they're promoting him really.
But also, if this is true,
Hmm.
this could Terry Pagula is the president of hockey operations.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, that means the owner is taking a step back and
That
letting a
would be
hockey
extremely
mind.
helpful for the Sabres.
Right. Who knows if Lindy Ruff will be a good president of hockey operations?
Yeah, I don't know.
But he has been in, like, look at Trotz being a GM.
Right, true.
But he has been around hockey and a hockey coach for 40 years.
Yeah, true.
So that alone means if Pagula's taking a step back, that can only mean good things.
I agree. Yeah. We'll see if that comes to fruition. I wonder if they can't do that during the roster freeze. I imagine. I bet they can't.
So this rumor came out during the break of them coming back from the road trip and the next game, like that this current homestand started. So like that rumor was like Tuesday or something, and it was just like, all right, is it going to happen?
Mm.
When is it going to happen? This is also the last year of Ruff's contract, so does Ruff just? Are they just going to have him coach the rest of the year and then just name the new coach during the offseason? Like,
I guess that could be a possibility as well. But I mean, there's a chance that they could still
who's
make
this mystery coach?
that they
like,
could still make the playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
Although they are in a 6-game winning streak, so maybe you don't want to switch coaches while that's going on.
Right.
So, yeah, who is this mystery coach? What terrible decision are they going to make?
Torts. Right, like
it'll be Torts. That's not a terrible decision, but
it's not a terrible decision. But
he was
out there.
the coach. He was the coach in Columbus for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
He was the coach in Columbus for a while. They just brought Columbus's
Mike
AGM.
Mike Babcock, I believe, was the reason Kekalainen eventually got fired.
It was exactly the reason he got fired. I think Buffalo shoots Babcock on site. Like this.
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
city.
I'm just kidding. There's no way that Mike Babcock would be the coach. I don't think Mike Babcock's ever going to be a coach in the NHL again.
No.
After
didn't even make it to the first game. No.
Yeah, didn't even make it to the first game, and that was after years of him not being a coach.
Yeah.
After things went shitty in Toronto. So. Speaking of
Toronto, Craig Berube has called out the team. This was after the loss to the Capitals. They lost 4-0. Spoiler. The real question, a lot of the questions started during the Chicago game, where after the first period, they only had one shot on net. So
that's good.
There's video of him screaming at the forward group, one fucking shot on net, holding his finger up, his pointer finger. He's holding up the wrong finger. And they are completely unbothered. They do not care that he's yelling at them. They do not care. And then and they ended up winning this game.
They did. Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
they had to score 2 goals in 8 seconds,
They did it though.
uh, but they ended up winning the game. Now, after the Maple Leafs loss, after the loss against the Capitals, uh, Berube said they have the Capitals had way more urgency in quote the Capitals had way more urgency in their game, more passion in their game. That's the difference. The follow up was like, how can he explain that considering the standings? Quote, ask those guys, not me. End quote. Pointing to the Leaf dressing room.
And then he didn't. Then he didn't talk to the team after that game
He
either.
did not address the team after that game. Um,
I think they asked him if he addressed the team. He was like, "Nope."
yeah.
Wild.
They're playing like Nylander specifically, not just Nylander, but definitely him, are playing like they're trying to get him fired. He's lost the room.
Could be. They could be playing to try to get him fired.
He's lost the room, but also the room has lost him. He does not care about these guys. Like
Yeah.
to him, they are all bums who do not care. And if they're not gonna care, I'm not gonna care.
Man, losing Mitch Marner really fucked this team up.
It's amazing
Yeah.
how much.
It's really fucked this team up.
Willie Nylander has not scored in 11 games.
Yeah.
He leads the team in points with 36.
Jesus.
11 goals, 25 assists.
What, 36 points in what, like 33, 34 games, something like that?
31 games.
31 games, okay. But still,
Still.
that's not the number you would expect. You would think it
No.
would be Matthews, first of all. And you would think he would have 40 points, something like that.
Matthews only has 23 points.
Yeah, that's pretty.
In
That's
30
not great.
games. He's tied for the lead of teams in goals, but he only has 9 assists.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I've been joking that it's just Marner, right? It's not just
It's not
that
just
Marner is
Marner.
there, not
No.
there, but the I think I said this when Tree Living was hired there, right? He's their GM
Yeah.
currently,
Yes, he is.
and I was like, okay, I understand that people were fed up with Dubas or whatever, but like you get Brad Tree Living, who does
Right.
not have a good track record at being a GM.
No.
And
I mean-
Shanahan is still there. It's just like
Shanahan, we think is the problem.
Shanahan is absolutely the problem, but Tree Living wouldn't fix it anyway.
No, like,
And I'm not saying like Kyle Dubas without Shanahan would have fixed it too,
but
but
what coach is going to come in and fix this locker room?
I have no idea. They should have fired Berube and hired Joel Quenneville this past offseason. He's done wonders for Anaheim. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
With all his baggage included, but like Toronto's
But-
not going to care about his baggage.
But Berube, they were a playoff team last year.
They were. Yeah,
Did they make it past the first round?
they
I
might
think
have.
I think they did. They
Yeah.
made it past the first
Yeah,
round.
I'll
Like,
look it up. Well,
um,
in either direction, they didn't have a bad showing, even if they didn't make it past the first round.
no. Or did they lose in 7 again?
Let's see. I got it. Keep going.
Either way, like, to watch him lose the room like this, and again, it kind of looks like they're actively trying to get him fired with their play.
They beat the
um,
Senators in the first round.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Like they should have.
And
So
then,
they
then
bring-
lost to Florida.
So they bring Berube in. They make it past the first round for the first time, and then he still lost the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Something's going on there that's just toxic and festering. But,
Yep.
I don't think just firing Berube and hiring somebody else is going to fix the problem. I feel like
No, not at
Toronto is going to have to do something drastic, like at least attempting to trade like a Nylander or somebody like that. because like of the players that are tradable for Toronto, I mean he has a full no move clause. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Let
They
me here. I
it
have it pulled
just
up.
it just activated this year though. They
Oh,
had a
that's right.
chance.
Yeah, they had a chance. He has a full no move clause. Um, like Matthew Nyes doesn't have trade protection, but you don't want to trade him. He's 23.
No, he's actually killing it.
Matthews has a full no move clause. I love on Puckpedia. It is represented by an anchor next to their
Anchor. Yep.
contract number. Domi, I don't think trading Domi is gonna move the
They
needle at all.
they just healthy scratched him.
I know, but like even so, I don't think it's gonna affect anything really. Maybe you try to trade Morgan Riley, but he has a full no move clause too. I just I don't know what they do. Like I just they
No.
don't have any real options, and if these players don't want to leave, they're not going to leave.
No. And and McCabe doesn't have a no move clause, but he has a no trade clause.
Yeah, he has. Oh, oh, it's a full no trade clause.
Yeah.
Oh dang. So yeah, he can't leave without him agreeing to it either,
Or you waive him.
or you waive him. Yeah, somebody would probably grab him, but
Yeah.
it's just like
Oh
I
my
don't know.
goodness.
I don't know what Toronto can do. I guess the easiest answer is firing the coach, right?
It's always the easiest answer.
Always the scapegoat easiest answer because like you can go get another coach and maybe they'll
Yeah.
respond, maybe the players will respond to whoever that is, but ah
What coach comes in and fixes this?
who's even out there? Like Jabor
Bruce?
maybe, I mean
Bring in Bruce.
Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. I mean,
DeBoer
they
is
don't
out
need.
there. DeBoer usually can coach his teams for like 2 years and then they turn into trash.
Normally
Or
it's three.
yeah,
This was a
or
this was
there's
a
another reason that
special move.
he gets fired for
Um,
another reason. But
it's always stabbing their goalie. They'll always.
no, that's right. Yeah, it's always stabbing the
Um,
goalie in the back. So DeBoer maybe is not a bad choice. Bruce Boudreau would be a funny choice.
yeah.
Gerard Gallant's out there still as well, but like there's a reason
Not
nobody's
really.
hired Gallant either.
He's in the
Um,
KHL. I'm pretty sure.
oh, so yeah, maybe you can't even get him back, at least not this year. Um,
Bring in Mike Keenan. Fuck it.
yeah,
we tried
I don't know.
we tried being nice, so we're gonna bring the meanest coach possible.
We're gonna bring the meanest dude. Yeah,
Whose
I don't know.
tactics don't
I
even
try-
work anymore.
Torts is out there. Torts actually
I-
might not be
I-
a bad choice, honestly. Because I mean, say what you want about Torts, he's an all right coach, right? He's a very
Yeah.
fire and brimstone coach, but maybe that's what this team
But
needs.
the players all love him.
Yeah, the
like-
players usually love him. So
Or hate him. There's no in between.
there's no in between. There's no. Yeah, he's fine.
Right.
So I don't know.
Like even Mitchkov got into it with Tocchet recently.
Well, I watched that
And
video.
he likes
That
he
looked more
likes-
like Mishikov was yelling about something that happened maybe on the ice, and
Gotcha.
Tocchet was like coaching him or talking him down from it. Because it didn't really look like he was yelling at Tocchet. He was just kind of flailing his arms
he was
around.
yelling, yeah.
Yeah.
But like Mitchkov loved Torts.
That's true. So we'll see. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Get rid of DeBoer, or sorry, get rid of Berube. Bring in Torts.
Right.
What are you gonna lose? Right, your team's already playing terrible.
I mean if you want to fire a brimstone guy, Laviolette's out there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Laviolette's out there too. That's kind of a lateral move from Berube, but
Berube at least won a cup more recently than Laviolette.
that's true. And they both won more recently than Tortorella.
Yeah.
But like, what does that really count for? You know?
What does that really count for? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know, Toronto.
That's- yeah.
We'll see what you do by next week, I guess. Let's get into some injuries. Unless you have more to say about Toronto.
No, I'm done with everything.
All right. I'll do my injuries. Carolina, Seth Jarvis on the IR with an upper body injury. Uh-huh.
Let's talk about how dirty Florida's been this week.
Hmm.
It's been greasy.
They're a greasy
That
team.
game specifically, like, uh, Slavin gets boarded pretty egregiously.
Oh,
He's
I
out.
just saw this before we started too. Slavin is on the IR as well.
Yeah, he's week to week.
Yeah.
Both of them are
Both of them
considered
are
week
week
to
to
week.
week.
And that
But
trip,
Jarvis's must be bad enough because apparently Crosby called Brindamore because I think Brindamore's the coach for Team Canada.
he's a coach.
He's a coach on Team Canada.
Because Cooper is the coach.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he's one of the coaches. So Crosby, who I imagine is the captain of Team Canada,
Yeah.
called Brindamore and was like, "I'm just gutted over Seth's injury."
Yeah.
So that makes me worried that it's more than week to week, and they're just saying that, or maybe it's not as bad as they thought initially.
It might be a broken wrist because
That's
of
bad.
how he
That's
was
not
holding
great.
his arm.
Yeah.
So the video is he's charging the net and he gets tripped and then he goes not quite headlong into the post, but watching that video, that trip was entirely intentional. They waited until he winded up the shot and he poked right at his legs, right at his foot, took his
Yeah.
his feet out from under him.
Was it Rodriguez who did it?
I think it might have
I
been.
think it was Rodriguez who did it. Which is like he's actually not that dirty of a player, but
No, he's actually been surprisingly greasy.
well,
Like,
I think his teammates are starting to rub off on him.
yeah.
There, I wouldn't
I
wouldn't say
think
that he was dirty before he went to Florida.
Correct. I think last week or last year he started.
Yeah.
Because I think he's gotten some embellishment calls. Like,
Well,
he's
yeah.
been called for embellishment sometimes as well.
God,
But yeah.
I wish he was still on the Penguins. So yeah, Jarvis, Slavin, both on IR. Mark Nook day to day with a lower body injury for Carolina. For Chicago, real quick, shout out Clay. He called that Bedard had a separated shoulder last week, and you were right.
Yeah,
That got announced that he
yeah.
had a separated shoulder. Philip Nazer is also day to day with an upper body injury.
Mhm.
Columbus, Gauntz is just out for personal reasons, so hopefully that's nothing too serious.
Yep.
Wood day-to-day lower body injury, and Werenski day-to-day lower body injury, and that is
the
a
Werenski's
big
is a
problem.
problem.
That'll be a big problem for a team that's already not playing that great if your best player is on the IR for any length of time.
Extended period of time.
For Minnesota, Hunt IR undisclosed, Bogosian IR a lower body injury. For Nashville, Marchessault day-to-day lower body injury. For the Devils, Nemec on the IR with an undisclosed injury. For the Islanders, Horvat day-to-day lower body. For the Rangers, Miller week to week. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Upper body injury. Perot and Rempe both day-to-day with an illness. So I don't
Gotcha.
know, the flu is going around or something.
It is going.
It is
around.
flu season. It is flu season. For Philadelphia, Vladar day-to-day upper body injury, and Dvorak day-to-day lower body injury. For St. Louis, Bugstad day-to-day upper body injury, and for Washington, Leonard day-to-day with a shoulder injury.
That happened last week.
I was up on the thing again. I thought so too, but I don't know if he. I wasn't sure if he came back.
He's
and then
close.
Got hurt again.
He's close to being back.
Okay,
I
maybe
think.
that's why it was up there.
It got updated to day to day.
Okay, well, there you go.
Because he got crushed by Trouba against the Ducks.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, there you go. A little news for Leonard then.
Yeah. For injuries, Buffalo, Peyton Krebs missed a game or two with an illness. This one's kind of crazy because it was a freak. It was friendly fire. They crashed into each other. Connor Timmins collided with Tyson Kozak. Connor Timmins is out 6 to 8 weeks with a broken leg.
Oh, God. That's horrible.
Yeah. And Kozak is only listed as day-to-day with an upper body. So, like...
But day-to-day has been turning into the IR a lot this season.
Yes. But yeah, it's a freak collision, and one of your depth defensemen is out 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, he was on their top pair. What do you mean?
He was on their top pair, but
Or at least for a little
Buffalo
bit.
is now getting healthy
Well,
for the most part.
for the most part. Not those
The
two.
stars
But
the stars are.
yeah,
Um,
the good players.
yeah. For Detroit, Patrick Kane is day to day for an upper body. Florida's Matty Samoskevich is day to day, currently day to day for a lower body. Um, Montreal, Jake Evans to the IR with a lower body injury.
Okay.
That happened on the 20th. Update on the injury: Caden Gooley has been moved to the LTIR
Oh no, that's bad.
for the injury that occurred in October.
Ugh.
It was a groin.
I'm sure they made
Yeah.
that retroactive for whatever
Yes.
that counts for, but I
Um,
guess cap related stuff. But
for
yeesh.
Ottawa, Ottawa, Clevin, day to day lower body. Tampa Bay, Brandon Hagel
Ah.
on the IR for a concussion.
Ooh, on the IR for a concussion?
Yes,
That's- ooh.
because for the third game in a row playing Tampa Bay, he took an elbow to the head.
Oh my god.
And this one was by Seth Jones. And watch the replay. The elbow was up the entire way. And no supplemental discipline.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Of course not. It's Florida.
Department of Panther Safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's more Colin. It's the Campbell effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. The first game of the week. The Carolina game was the second game of the week for Florida, and then there was or the third game, excuse me. And I'm pretty sure there was some chicanery against St. Louis. So
Chicanery.
Yep.
Such a good word.
Tampa is fully embracing that Florida is fully embracing that we're not getting fined, we're not getting penalized.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. They even like Brad Marchand spearing Brandon Bussey before the goal. Can't do that. Or you shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No, they can.
They can, you're
Everyone
right.
else can.
Like Vetrano getting fined. Didn't he realize he's not on Florida? You can't do that.
Yeah, sorry, bud. You're not with the Panthers anymore. You have to get fined for that.
And I understand it's, again, probably not conspiracy, most likely incompetence. But
Yeah.
stop being incompetent towards Florida.
Yes. The old saying, don't chalk up to malice what is easily
It's used
explained by incompetence.
Yeah.
Something
Yes.
something like that.
when you have George Peros as your
That's part of the problem.
And
You have
Department
a
of
former
Safety.
goon as being the
Yeah.
head of the Department of Safety. Put Paul Correa there.
Yeah. And Lilleberg for Tampa Bay, undisclosed.
Okay.
Because again, Tampa Bay does not disclose anything. This
Yeah, weirdly this season.
Hagel's actually listed for an upper body, and it's just like, dude, we know he got elbowed in the face. Like,
They're like, yeah, well, fuck you.
Yep.
Seems like
But
Tampa Bay specifically is rebelling against the gambling sect
Yes.
of the sport.
They are week to week.
Okay.
Lilleberg's week to week for that undisclosed injury. I think someone's missing for Toronto, but I didn't write down who. Give me a second.
Yeah, Nylander. We talked about him already.
He's missing, but he's not injured.
Oh.
Anthony Stolarz. Stolarz has been out since the 11th of November. He is expected to go see a specialist now. I'm pretty sure it is related to a headshot as well.
Okay.
It's still concussion related.
Go see if it's his neck though, because that happened with
that's true.
Crosby. So
This might be lingering from the Florida series.
Jesus.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
Or what?
Well, let's get
Almost
into
an
some
hour in
games.
and haven't talked about a single game.
Hey, come on, 50 minutes.
Okay.
It's why don't you kick things off with games this
All right,
week?
I will kick things off with games. Who am I starting with? I am starting with Boston. I'm starting with the Atlantic.
Okay.
Boston went 1-2-1, and somehow after this past week, the Atlantic got even tighter. There's only a 10-point difference uh, between first and eighth. 10 points is kind of a lot at this
Yeah.
point, but
Yeah.
eighth place has 2 games in hand on
We're also
first
not even
place.
halfway through the season yet, so that those 10 points can be made up.
We're almost halfway through the season.
I know we're almost, but we're not
We're
yet.
Some teams are 5 games away from halfway.
One team is 3 games away from halfway,
Exactly. Um,
but we're not
but
there yet. Is my point,
but yeah,
Clay?
the Atlantic got closer. Um, and only 5 points separate second place and seventh place.
Wild. It's still crazy that the East is like that because the Metro is similar to that as well.
hmm But yeah, so we'll start with Boston. Boston went 1-2-1 this week. They started their week by beating Utah 4-1. Geeky 2 goals in this game. They lose to Edmonton 3-1. Then they lose to Vancouver in a shootout 4-5. Geeky another goal and assist in this game. They outshot Vancouver 42-22. And then they finished their week by losing to Ottawa 6-2 in a real feisty game
Yeah.
in the third period. Corpusalo did get chased, going 12 for 17, and Swayman comes in as relief. They were 4 for 15 on the power play this week, 11 for 16 on the penalty kill this week. They do not have a top player
All right.
because Geeky only had 4 points. So yeah, they are 20-16-1. They got their first loser point this week
Ah,
against
finally.
Vancouver. They have 41 points. They are fourth in the division, but they lead. They had the lead in games played.
Do they? How many games have they played?
37.
No, they don't.
Sorry, in the Atlantic.
Oh, okay. I
The
was
the
gonna say
Rangers
the
the
Rangers. Sorry,
Rangers have the lead,
have the
but
most
in
games
the
played. Oh, and so Utah also has 38.
oh really?
Hmm.
But Detroit and Boston both have 37. Almost everyone else has 35. So uh, keep that in mind with the standings.
Do you know who the least amount of games played is?
Seattle.
Seattle with 33.
Yeah,
It's insane.
it's not a lot.
They have 5 games in hand on. Not that it matters that much, but they have 5 games in hand on the Rangers and Utah.
Yeah,
It's outrageous.
and again, Rangers and Utah are 3 games away from halfway.
Yeah.
So everyone else needs to catch up. Next up is Buffalo, who, like we said, is on a 6-game heater. They went 3-0 this week.
Yeah.
So Yarmo,
Yarmo
the team that
effect.
he built, is 3-0. But 3-0. They came back from their 6 games away. 3-0, beating Philadelphia 5-3 to start the week. The Islanders they beat in a shootout 3-2, lying in net for those 2 games, and then they finished their week by beating the Devils 3-1 with Luukkonen in net. They were 2 for 9 on the power play this week, 6 for 7 on the penalty kill. They do not have a top player.
Spreading the love.
Spreading the love. No one had more than 3 points.
Okay,
So,
that's fine. That's good.
so
We've
they
said
do not
before
have a top
that's
player.
that's actually beneficial to the team if everybody is
Mhm.
scoring at least a little bit.
They are 17, 14, and 4. They have 38 points. They are 7th in the division. Moving on to Detroit, who also is been playing great. They are 3-1 this week, 7-2-1 the last 10. Um, they beat the Islanders 3-2. Gibson in net there. DeBrincat 2 goals in this game. They lose to Utah 4-1. Talbot in net. Then they beat Washington 2 games in a row. They beat them 5-2 the first game. Mo Sider a goal and assist, and they beat them 3-2 in overtime. Mo Sider with the overtime game winner. They outshot Washington in the first game 41-26.
Yeah, damn.
That one was complete control.
Yeah.
They on the week they were 4 for 11 on the power play, 8 for 8 on the penalty kill. Mo Sider is their top player with 2 goals and 3 assists.
Nice.
This week, they are 21-13-3, 45 points, first in the division.
Damn! Look at Detroit back on top. For now.
For now. Next up is Florida, and they went 3-1, being greasy.
Jesus. God.
Right, like they're getting, like.
It's wild that this team is winning any games with their 2 best players not playing. Have not played this entire season.
But this is their first good weekend. Never mind. Their last 10, they are 7-2-1. So
okay.
They are on.
Last 10 games, they're playing pretty well. Yeah.
They're playing very well. They beat Tampa Bay 5-2. Bobrovsky in net. Reinhart 2 goals in this game, and I believe including a shorthanded goal. Then they beat the Kings 3-2. Tarasov in net. They come back to beat Carolina 4-3 in a shootout. They outshot Carolina 41-29, which normally does not happen. And then they lose to the Blues 6-2. On the week, they were 3 for 15 on the power play, 12 for 15 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal 4. Brad Marchand is their top player with 2 goals and 4 assists. He leads this team in
leading
points.
Point scorer. It's crazy.
I'm
old man Brad.
I don't trust it. I don't think it's sustainable. I'm glad old man Brad is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that he's keeping this up at a high level at 37. But
yeah.
It's just like, is this sustainable?
No. I can't.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not long term.
I mean, but by the time he starts to take a dip, Kachuk might be back.
Mm-hmm.
So the slack might be taken up there. Then once Kachuk's back, this team.
If Kachuk's back, I can see
this team could be a playoff
Bennett
team.
And Reinhart stepping up.
Yeah.
But right now they are 19, 14-2. They have 40 points. They're 5th in the division.
All right. They're still in there. They're 5 points behind Detroit.
1 point behind Boston. 2 games in hand.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're essentially ahead of Boston, basically.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Montreal, who went 2-1 this week. They lose to Philadelphia 4-1. Fowler in net there. Montembeault got sent down to the Laval Rockets for a conditioning stint.
Really?
Yes.
Was he
forgot to mention that.
hurt?
Unknown.
I know you could just kind of do that. There's a loophole in the new CBA where you can send players down for conditioning stints for a couple of weeks. And the Penguins were doing that with their young defensemen, so they didn't have to send it back to juniors.
I think that's it. I think that's what they're doing because he wasn't playing great, so they're just
get his feet back under him, kind of thing.
I forgot the Pacific injuries, so I will talk about them once before I talk about the Pacific.
Okay.
Then Montreal beat Chicago 4-1.
Oh yeah, there's one injury specifically. Yeah.
Bolduc 2 goals in this game, and they outshoot Chicago 35-15. They shut out Pittsburgh 4-0 at the Bell Center. Fowler gets the 31 save shutout.
Penguins didn't want to show up too much this week.
And they showed up the second time.
They did.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Josh Anderson 2 goals in this game, and then they lose to Pittsburgh in a shootout, 3-4. Hey, you want a shootout?
Yeah,
I just realized that.
I was gonna say it when we got it. It's the first Penguins
You want a
shootout
shootout?
win of this entire season.
I think you're now tied with
We're tied
LA.
for worst. Yeah, with LA now.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Uh,
that's the only part of that game I watched last night. By the way, was the
oh,
shootout
really?
because I was watching football, and I was like, all right, I'll put on the shootout. I'm sure they'll lose. And Shelov's made a save on the first shot. I was like, oh, we have a chance.
Also, so Capitals are 0 for 4 on the shootout,
Oh, better than the Capitals now.
and the Golden Knights are 1 for 4. So like you're right there.
Get rid
Um,
of the shootout. It's stupid.
no. Make the overtime longer.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
Flip the benches, or like
Yeah.
don't flip the benches after the third period. But we're not talking about that. Oliver Kapanen. Is it Oliver or Olivier?
I think it's Olivier Kapanen, but it's spelled like Oliver.
I was gonna say Olivier, but I wasn't sure if he was from Quebec.
I think he is.
Olivier Kapanen, 1 goal, 1 assist in this game.
Yeah.
On the week, they were 1 for 6 on the power play. They were 10 for 11 on the penalty kill with shorthanded goal 4. They don't get a top player. Everything was spread out. They're 19-2 and 19-12 and 5, 43 points, second in the division, 2 games in hand, 2 points, or sorry, 1 game in hand, 2 points back, and they are 5-3 and 2 in their last 10. So we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Next up is Ottawa. They went 4-0 this week.
Damn, Ottawa.
They were down at the bottom. They're still down at the bottom, but they went 4-0.
But they're fighting their way back up.
Right. They beat Winnipeg 3-2 in overtime. Allmark in net there with a 9.2 save percentage. They beat Pittsburgh 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Allmark with the 25 save shutout.
Back-to-back games, those Ottawa and Montreal games for Pittsburgh.
I know they were. Brady 2 goals in this game. They beat Chicago 4-2-6 in a high-scoring game with Miralainen in net. Stutzla, a goal and 2 assists. They outshot Chicago 40-24, and they beat Boston 6-2. Like I said, Allmark in net there. Fabian Zetterlund, a 3-point night, 2 goals, 1 assist. On the week, they were 4 for 17 on the power play, and then 10 for 12 with shorthanded goal 4 on the penalty kill. Tim Stutzla is their top player with 2 goals and 6 assists.
Stutzla.
Another
German.
18, 13, and 4. They have 40 points. Again, 1 point behind Boston, 2 games in hand. Florida has the tiebreaker because they have
regulation
more
wins.
Yeah. More regulation wins. And
I think that's the
wins,
first tiebreaker.
Wins in general.
Yeah. Man, I just thought of this. At the Olympics, I bet Stutzla and Draisaitl are going to be on a line together for Germany.
Draisaitl has not scored a goal this week.
Okay.
He has 9 assists.
It's fucking wild. I feel, but I'm just calling it right now. I feel like those two are going to be on a line together for Germany.
Beating Stutzla.
With Mo Seider behind them.
God.
I don't know who the third person on there. There's probably other German players we're not thinking of, but still.
Yeah.
Just that'll win you at least one game, I would think.
At least one game.
Maybe not against the big boy teams, but Germany could probably beat like Latvia with that.
They'll be annoying.
Yeah.
I think they could be annoying against the big boy teams.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Tampa Bay. They went 1-2 this week. Vasilevsky is back now. But they lose to Florida 2-5. They lose 2-1 to the Kings in Vasilevsky's first game back. They outshot the Kings 32-20. And then they beat Carolina 6-4. Gensel 2 goals against his former team. That was funny to say. They were 1 for 13 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against, and then 7 for 10 on the penalty kill. I think that's one of your problems.
Yeah.
Ryan McDonough is back, and actually,
good.
He went coast to coast.
That's
Um,
crazy. First of all, Ryan McDonough never been a fast player. The
no,
fact that old man Ryan McDonough was allowed to go coast to coast.
I think he went coast to coast against Carolina.
Oh my God, that's Carolina.
Yeah,
What are you doing? You're good defensively.
right. But yeah, that was crazy to see. Again, Slavin's hurt,
Yeah, true, true. But
but still,
still,
but still.
nobody could knock that puck
Uh,
off of his stick.
no, no. Like Darlene went, Darlene went coast to coast on the power play
Hmm.
against the Islanders, and it's just like that. Yeah, he can be fast, but that was defending was awful.
Well, yeah.
The Islanders are not good
If
defensively.
you let
But they have
anybody,
Sorokin. Yeah,
yeah, if
they
you
have
let anybody
Sorokin
go
and
coast to
oh,
coast, your defense fucked up.
yep, absolutely. Um, they don't have a power. They don't have a top player. They're 19, 13, and 3. They have 41 points, third in the division, same as Boston, with 2 games in hand. All
Take
right,
that,
and
Boston.
take that, Boston. Um, they were gonna finish up with Toronto, who went 1-3 this
Ugh,
week.
yeah.
Again, they won this game, but game 1 of this week was against Chicago, where you have Berube yelling at him
Yep.
about one shot on goal in the first period.
Chicago doesn't even have Bedard right now. Like,
No.
yeesh.
Um, and they were down 1-0, and what happens after this? That ass chewing, they give up a shorthanded goal.
Yep.
Again, the fact that they won this game is kind of baffling. Matthews had a goal and an assist.
Okay.
Then they lose to Washington 4-0, where Hildeby with his 862 save percentage was the best player on the night.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he was the only reason it wasn't like 10-0.
Yeah, but still.
Right. Then Nashville, they lose 3-5, and then they lose to Dallas 5-1. And apparently, this is the first time they've lost in Dallas since 2017.
Oh, wow. It's a pretty interesting statistic.
Yeah.
There was a statistic a long time ago that when the Thrashers were still a team, that they literally had never beaten the Penguins
That's crazy.
ever in like the 10 years that they existed. Because the
Not one
Thrashers were
win against.
almost they eventually finally did beat
Uh-huh.
them, but like there was some statistic that they had played the
It was like
Penguins
right at the very
like
end.
20 times and they were
They
like
lost every single one.
they were like 0-16-4 against them or
Oof.
something like that.
But they were 1 for 13 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against this week, and then 8 for 9 on the penalty kill. They don't have a top player. They're
Fair.
15, 15, and 5.
Okay. So they're still 500.
Actually, I don't think any player had more than 2 points
Oof.
this week.
In 4 games?
I very much could be wrong. I'm checking real quick. Nope, it's 2 points.
Oy vey.
No player had more than 2 points in those 4 games.
Yeesh. Toronto.
Four players had 2 points. 5 players, 2 points.
That's worse. That's not that many
Yeah.
players.
No, it's not.
Good lord.
35 points, last in the division.
Yep. And last in our hearts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't really feel bad for the Maple Leafs.
No, I don't.
I feel bad for the players, some of the players, but not
Some
the
of the players,
organization.
some of the fans. Some of
Sure,
the fans.
a few of the fans. But, yeah, not all of them. All right, that's it for the Atlantic, yeah? Okay. All right, let's move over to the Central Division.
No,
Shall
because
we?
there was
Oh.
breaking news out of Toronto.
No, what is it?
The assistant coach Mark Savard has been fired.
Okay. Interesting.
For context, he is in charge of the Leafs power play.
Okay, that's fair.
It is 12 for 90 with just 13%.
The entire year, it's 12
Yes.
for 90? Oh, my God.
Yes.
Okay, that's
And they-
totally fair that he got fired.
they have allowed 4 shorthanded goals. So their net power play is 8 for 90, which is 8.8%.
Oof.
Both are worst in the league.
Yeah, I bet. So, okay, that's the
yeah,
first
no, that's
scapegoat.
fair. That's fair.
I
Yeah.
think that's totally fair. I think that's deserved, but that's the first scapegoat of Toronto. Excuse me. Interesting. That I
But
wonder
this,
if they're turning that heat up on Berube then too.
yeah, I mean, uh, he was apparently he had the worst power play when he was in Calgary too.
So why hire him? You know who we should get to run our power play? The guy that has the worst power play numbers from this past season.
Yeah.
Yeesh. All right, well, now let's go to the Central Division. Starting with the Chicago Blackhawks, they went 0-3 this week. They lost to actually Clay talked about all of these games because I believe they were in Ontario and Quebec.
Yes, they were.
They lost to Toronto 3-2. Dickinson and Kaiser had the only goals in that game, while Spencer Knight was 24 of 27. Lost to Montreal 4-1. Nazer had the only goal in that game. Knight 31 of 34. He did his best.
Yep.
And then losing to Ottawa 6-4. Mikheyev 2 goals, Green 2 assists, Soderblom in net for all 6 goals, 34 of 40. As you might expect, do not have a top player. 1 for 6 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against. 8 for 10 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal for. 13, 16, and 6. So Chicago, after a somewhat surprising start to the season where they looked pretty good, have now fallen back to where they should be, especially without Bedard.
Yes.
Conversely, Colorado went 3-0 this week because, why not?
Mhm.
They beat Seattle 5-3. McKinnon 2 goals and an assist in this game. Nechas, Makar, and Nichushkin each had 2 assists apiece, while Blackwood was 35 of 38. They beat Winnipeg 3-2. Manson 2 assists in this game. Wedgwood 20 of 22. And then they beat Minnesota in a big matchup between 2 of the top powerhouses in the league. Beat them 5-1. Makar and Nelson each had a goal and 2 assists. Nichushkin, McKinnon, and Landeskog each had 2 points. Blackwood 28 of 29, and they outshot Minnesota 42-29 and were 2 for 4 on the power play.
Wow.
Take that, Quinn Hughes.
Take that.
McKinnon, as he always is their top player, 4 goals, 2 assists. 3 for 11 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against. 7 for 9 on the penalty kill. 26, 2, and 7 are the Avalanche. Dallas, not to be outdone, went 4-0 this week.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. They beat LA 4-1. Johnston, Duchesne, and Rantanen each had a goal and an assist, while DeSmith was 27 of 28. They beat San Jose 5-3. Close game. 4 players had 2 points. Ottinger, 34 of 37. They just stomped Anaheim 8-3. Robertson, 2 goals and an assist in this game. 5 other players had 2 points, and DeSmith was 22 of 25. And that beat Toronto 5-1. Ben, a goal and an assist. Lindell, 2 assists. Ottinger, 27 of 28. And Mikko Rantanen is your top player of the week with a goal and 6 assists this week. They were 2 for 8 on the power play, 12 for 13 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal 4. 25, 7, and 5 are the Dallas Stars.
I am so surprised that they kept chugging along with all their injuries.
Yeah. And now they're getting some guys back.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just annihilating teams out here.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go ahead out on a limb and say Dallas versus Colorado in the second round is going to be pretty wild.
It's going to be
now,
pretty wild.
The team that might throw a wrench into that is the Minnesota Wild. Because they're the 3rd best team in the league. All 3 best teams in the league are in the Central Division. And 3 of the worst teams in the league are also in the Central Division.
Yes, but I will say some of the teams are, like, Carolina can be the 3rd best team.
Sure. Yeah,
because
Carolina's up there. I think there are teams that are in competition with Minnesota. But
they have 2 games in hand on Minnesota.
Got it.
And are 2 points back.
Gotcha.
So, like...
So, yeah, Carolina's right there.
That's why, yes.
But Minnesota...
But those are the 4 teams.
Those are the
Honestly.
4 teams. Yeah.
Like,
Everyone else in the league is just like, yeah, maybe, but
maybe.
probably not. Minnesota went 3-1 this week. They beat Washington 5-0. Tarasenko 2 goals and an assist in this game. Yurov a goal and 2 assists. Gustafsson 25 saves for the shutout. Beat Columbus 5-2. Boldy and Kaprizov each had a goal and 2 assists, while Eriksson Ek and Trenin had 2 points, and Wallstead was 27 of 29. Beat Edmonton 5-2. Boldy, Zuccarello, and Tarasenko had 2 points in this game. Gustafsson 28 of 30. And then, yes, they did lose to Colorado 5-1. Hartman, the only goal in that game. Wallstead, 37 of 41. And Tarasenko and Boldy. But Tarasenko, of all people, is one of your top players of the week.
That's crazy.
Both of them had 4 goals and 2 assists this week. They were 3 for 10 on the power play, 7 for 10 on the penalty kill, with a shorthanded goal for, so that makes it a little better. 22, 10, and 5. So they're right there with, well, not right there. They have 49 points.
49 points.
Yeah, 49 points. Dallas has 55 points. So 6 points behind Dallas, but
10
they're there.
points behind.
They got a stranglehold on that third place
Colorado.
team. How many points? 10 points behind Colorado?
Yeah, and Colorado has 2 games in hand.
Good Lord. Colorado. I feel
It's
it
a
now.
buzzsaw.
Colorado's going to lose tragically in the playoffs. I could already feel it.
In
Because
the
they're having this
finals.
they're having this amazing run.
Buzzsaw, yeah.
They look unbeatable. They're nigh unbeatable in regulation. They only have 2 regulation losses. And that is setting up for losing tragically in the first round of the playoffs. Just like Tampa Bay in front of them.
I see them more losing tragically in the second round.
Perhaps to Dallas. Yeah, perhaps to Dallas.
Perhaps to Dallas.
Or maybe Minnesota. Nashville probably won't be in the playoffs, but they did go 3-1 this week. They beat St. Louis 5-2. Forsberg a hat trick in this game. O'Reilly and Yossi 2 assists, and Saros was 20 of 22. Lost to Carolina 4-1. Forsberg the only goal in that game. Saros 33 of 36. Beat Toronto 5-3. A little shameful there for Toronto. Outshot Toronto 34-22. I don't know if you said that or not. Stamkos.
I did, but still.
Okay. Stamkos a goal and an assist. Shea 2 assists. Saros 19 of 22. And then they beat the Rangers 2-1. Outshot the Rangers 32-17. O'Reilly 2 assists in this game. Noonan 16 of 17.
O'Reilly says he doesn't want to be traded.
He did say that. He wants to be part of the solution and not get traded away in Nashville. So I guess he likes Nashville.
Fair, but he also doesn't have any trade protections.
Yeah, so he doesn't really have a say in it. Yeah.
Right. At some point, hey, being part of the solution is getting the picks.
Could you imagine if he gets traded back to Colorado, where it all began, and he was a big old dick while he was there?
Come back to Buffalo.
Maybe. Forsberg and O'Reilly are your co-top players. Forsberg 5 goals and an assist. O'Reilly 6 assists.
The Predators are 7-3 in their last 10 games.
Ooh, here they come! Look out!
That's same record as Minnesota.
2 for 11 on the power play, 9 for 11 on the penalty kill, 15, 16, and 4. So they got a little while before they're threatening Minnesota.
Yeah.
But good week, nonetheless. Good last couple of weeks. Last few weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
St. Louis went 2-1-1. Not a bad week for them either. Another bottom-dwelling team having an okay week. Did lose to Nashville 5-2. Dvorsky scored both goals in this game for St. Louis, and Hoffer was 21 of 25. Beat Winnipeg 1-0. Fox scored the only goal in this game, while Hoffer made 24 saves for the shutout. Did lose to the Rangers in overtime 2-1. Berggren had the only goal in that game for St. Louis, and Binnington was 29 of 31. And then they beat Florida 6-2. Thomas and Berggren had 3 points, while Stenberg, Neighbors, and Buchnevich each had 2 points, and Hoffer was 27 of 29.
And Berggren they picked up on waivers this week.
And look at him. He had 4 points in those 2 games.
Yeah.
Hoffer is their top player. 72 of 78 on the week. .923 save percentage, 2.00 goals against with a shutout. And that might be his net now. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
it might be his net.
Bennington has not been playing well. I mean, Hoffer
Mhm.
hasn't been playing great either. He played very well this week.
Right.
Utah is up next, and they went 2-2. Oh wait, St. Louis was 2 for 13 on the power play, 9 for 11 on the penalty kill, 14, 15, and 8. Now Utah lost to Boston 4-1. Hayton the only goal in that game. Vanacek 19 of 23. Beat Detroit 4-1. Keller a goal and an assist. Vejmelka 27 of 28. Lost to Devils 2-1, but scored the only goal in that game. Vejmelka 20 of 22.
Is it Dimitri Butt?
I thought it was Daniil Butt. It's the same guy. We're thinking of the same guy.
It's the Neil Butt.
It's D Butt.
Yep.
I just like he's Russian too. I don't understand how Butt is a Russian name. Maybe it's Butte,
I don't
but
care.
not on this podcast.
I don't
it's
care. No, it's not.
Butt. They
Same with
outshot.
Same with Brandon.
That's right. Same with Brandon Bussey. They outshot the Devils 33-22 in that game, and then they beat Winnipeg in overtime 4-3. Clayton Keller had the overtime game winner and an assist on top of that. While Genther and Sergachev each had 2 assists apiece, and Vejmelka was 23 of 26. No top player though. Kind of spread out everywhere scoring. 2 for 14 on the power play, 12 for 16 on the penalty kill, 18, 17, and 3. So they're holding on to that fourth place. But you know.
But St. Louis is catching up. They're only 3 points back.
St. Louis is catching up. Utah's gotta kick things into another gear. Losing Logan Cooley is obviously not gonna help, but
yeah,
I don't know. And another team that really's got to get their shit together is the Winnipeg Jets, because they went 2-2 this week, and I think they're just dead in the water this season for whatever reason. Was Nick Ehlers that important to this team? Maybe. It seems like potentially.
Or the fact that like the defense got a year older and slower.
True. That is also true.
And they keep playing Logan Stanley.
He had played well last year and the year before. It's just not
really.
This year. Oh,
not
well,
really. He was very sheltered last year.
Gotcha. Well, maybe they're in the situation where they have to play him more, which is not a good situation. And Hellebuck is not been playing great. He's also been injured for a big chunk of the season. They lost to Ottawa 3-2 in overtime. Pionk and Stanley, there he is, had goals in that game. Well, Hellebuck 28 of 31. Lost to St. Louis, as I already said, 1-0. Hellebuck 25 of 26. Lost to Colorado 3-2. Barron and Scheifele had the goals. Hellebuck 23 of 26. And then they lost at Utah 4-3 in overtime. Connor 2 goals in this game. Scheifele 2 assists. And Hellebuck played this game too and went 18 of 22. He played all 4 games, which seems like unnecessary to me.
Yeah. But like the game they lost 1-0. What's he supposed to do?
Yeah, that one's not on him. I'm not saying any of these are truly on him, but 2 for 9 on the power play, 13 for 13 on the penalty kill, silver lining.
Well, that's good, yeah.
15, 17, and 3. How the mighty have fallen since last year.
33 points, only 1 above Chicago.
1 above Chicago for last place, right?
For last place in the league.
Oh, damn. That's bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's essential.
There are 2 teams tied for last place in the league.
Chicago and
it's actually Chicago, because of games in hand.
Oh, okay.
I
see.
But yeah.
Whew. All right. Let's head to the Pacific.
Let's talk about the Pacific. Let's talk about those injuries first. Edmonton, Tristan Jarry is on the IR for a lower body injury.
Oh my God. Dude,
how
is this happening?
1 game and 1 period.
It was 1 game against the Penguins that he lasted.
That was it. He's on the IR. Who knows how much time he's going to miss. Yeah. Darcy Kemper for the Kings is on the IR for an upper body injury. For Seattle, Brandon Montour had surgery on his hand. He's going to miss 4 weeks. And then for Vegas, Eichel day to day with an illness. He's not on the road trip for Vegas because of the illness. And Shea Theodore is week to week with an upper body injury.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. We talked about Tristan Jarry's health.
So not that many injuries in the Pacific.
No, not that
Just one glaring one.
Glaring that we talked about during the trade. So Connor Ingram is brought up. He has been brought up at the time of him being called up. Calvin Pickard had the worst save percentage in the league, and Connor Ingram had the worst save percentage in the AHL.
You know, Bowman is just like, God, kill me. Like,
I don't think he thinks he did anything wrong.
I'm not even really saying he did, because it's not like Skinner was playing that well, but like we said last week when this happened, right? It was last week? Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
Like we said last week when this happened, this is at best a lateral move from Skinner to Jarry, you know. And you had to add Brett Kulak and a second-round pick for a future draft, but still. And now he's injured already.
For a guy that's a lateral move that has injury concerns.
And he's injured after one game played.
One full game. That's it. All right. We're going to talk about Anaheim first. They went 2-1-1 this week. They beat the Rangers 4-1 at New York. Kreider and Trouba coming home. Then Vetrano and probably someone else.
Oh, yeah. Rangers of the West.
Yep. Cutter Gauthier had 2 goals in this game. Dostal was 26 for 27. They lose to Columbus in overtime, 3-4. Husso in net. They get stomped by Dallas, 8-3. I know you talked about that game already, but again, 8-3. Live by the touchdown, die by the touchdown.
Yeah, true.
Like, Anaheim has put 7 spots up, done 7 spots a couple times already this season. They even beat Dallas earlier this season, 7-5.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
at least they're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch.
There's going to be a lot of scoring one way or the other.
Absolutely. Like 2 weeks ago, they lost to Utah 7-0, and then in the same week they beat the Blackhawks 7-1. Like, live by the touchdown,
right.
die by the touchdown.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So, they give up a shorthanded goal in this game. This is where Vetrano jumps Robertson. Then they finish their week by beating Columbus 4-3. Mikael Granlund, the goal and assist this game. They were 1 for 13 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against, and then 9 for 11 with the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal for. Ryan Poehling is their top player with 1 goal and 5 assists. They are 21, 13, and 2. That's not correct. 44 points. Top of the division, and they're the actually only team in the Pacific with more wins than losses.
That's insane.
Only team in the Pacific, more wins than losses.
Just based on the other teams in that division.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, counting overtime losses too, but still.
Yeah, obviously, because those are still losses.
Yeah,
you
yeah no, you're right. You're right. Wow.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Calgary. Calgary went 2-1 this week.
Look at them.
Look at them.
They actually have like kind of a respectable record now after starting 1-10.
Yes, they do.
Something like that they started.
It still wasn't good. But they started their week by losing to San Jose 3-6. Wolf in net there. Wolf is in net for their 4-2 winning at Seattle. Rasmus Anderson, 3 assists in this game. They outshot Seattle 46-23.
Woo, double up.
And then they beat Vegas 6-3. Cooley in net here. Mikhail Backlund, 2 goals and an assist. They were 1 for 7 on the power play, 2 for 4 on the penalty kill, but they do have a shorthanded goal for. Still not good.
No.
Mikhail Backlund is their top player with 4 goals and 1 assist in the past week. They are 15, 17, and 4. They only have 34 points.
But it's a more respectable record.
But that's 6th in the division.
Yeah. Suck it, Vancouver.
But again, the teams behind them have games in hand.
Yeah.
So they could be right back at the bottom.
Let them have their fun.
I'm
Let
letting
them be
them have
happy.
their fun for right now.
Let them eat cake.
All right, next up is Edmonton. Edmonton went 3-1. They started their week by beating Pittsburgh 6-4.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Jari versus Skinner game.
Mm-hmm.
Draisaitl has 4 assists. He gets his 1,000th point. I already talked about that. They beat Boston 3-1. Jari starts this game. He does not finish this game. It's where he gets hurt and leaves during a TV timeout. Then they lose to Minnesota 2-5. Pickard in net, and then Connor Ingram's first game in 2 years, year and a half.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
He wins 4-3 against Vegas.
Good for him.
Yeah, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 2 goals and assists this game. They were 7 for 14 on the power play.
God damn. They're 3 for 4 against the Penguins, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 for 5 against Boston, 1 for 2 against Minnesota, and then 2 for 3 against Vegas.
That's impressive.
Yeah. They were 11 for 16 on the penalty kill with
Less
a shorthanded
impressive.
goal. Less impressive with a shorthanded goal for.
Okay, it makes it a little
Still
better.
not. Only
Still
makes
not
it a little
great.
better.
Still not great.
Connor McDavid is their top player.
Duh.
5 goals, 5 assists. And again, Draisaitl right there with 9 assists.
They're back, baby.
They're back, baby.
Rumors of their deaths were greatly exaggerated.
Greatly, and like I said earlier this season, no one cares about the first month.
True.
You can lose it, but you're not like you can't be eliminated from. You can't make the playoffs in the first month.
True. Well,
So you can lose it. You can lose it.
you can dig yourself quite a hole.
But Edmonton's 7-2-1 in their last 10. So
Right
they're
back. They're back.
18, 13, and 6, 42 points, third in the division. But they're up there with games played.
Yes. Yeah.
Moving on to Los Angeles, who went 1-2. They lose to Dallas 4-1. Kemper started this game. He did not finish it. Forsberg finished it. They lose to Florida 2-3, and they beat Tampa 2-1. Forsberg played all these games. Kempe 2 goals both goals in the Tampa win. They were 2 for 8 on the power play, 9 for 11 on the penalty kill. They do not have a top player. They are 15, 10, and 9, 39 points, 4th in the division. Next up is San Jose. They went 1-2. 6-3 win against Calgary. Askarov in net there. Celebrini a 4-point night, 2 goals, 2 assists. They lose to Dallas 3-5. Brandon Graff. Graff 2 goals in this game. And then they lose to Seattle 2-4. They were 1 for 8 on the power play, 3 for 4 on the penalty kill. Macklin Celebrini is their top player with 2 goals and 5 assists.
He better be on Team Canada.
He better be.
Better be.
They are 17, 16, and 3, 37 points, 5th in the division.
Over 500.
Over Hockey 500.
Over Hockey 500. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Moving on to also tied for the worst team in the league, Seattle.
Yep.
But caveat is they've only played 33 games.
Yeah. How many games in hand on Chicago do they have?
2.
Oh,
2 games in
Lord.
hand with the same amount of points.
They also have 2 games in hand on Vancouver and
Yep.
Winnipeg, and 3 in hand on
3 games.
Calgary.
Calgary. Yeah.
So they're not
2,
necessarily going to stay where they are, but
2 games in hand on Nashville too.
yeah. So they could get back up in there. What happened? Seattle was playing so well the first month and a half of the season, and just
then their entire team of third liners is an entire team of third
Yeah,
liners.
you're right. You're right. Hey, come on,
um,
Matty Beniers could be like a second liner.
you're right. He could be,
He could be.
and Jordan Eberle used to be a first liner. Like,
I hate him.
I know you do.
Always scores against the Penguins. I fucking hate Jordan Eberle.
But all right, Seattle went 1-2. They lose to Colorado 3-5. They lose to Calgary 2-4, and then they beat San Jose 4-2. They were 2 for 6 on the power play, 10 for 13 on the penalty kill. Chandler Stevenson is their top player with 3 goals and 1 assist. They are 13, 14, and 6, 32 points.
Yep.
Last in the division.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if Eberle's hurt. He is not. Jared McCann is hurt, and Jaden Schwartz is hurt.
Those are two of your scorers.
Yeah, that's your
Especially
firepower.
McCann. Yeah.
And now Montour is out for 4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's some firepower. Next up is Vancouver, who we mentioned went 3-0 this week.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go Canucks.
They did what everyone does and beat the Rangers at Rangers 3-0.
Another home shutout loss for the Rangers.
Another home shutout loss. And then they beat they're on the East Coast swing. They beat the Islanders 4-1. Kiefer Sherwood trick in this game.
Hey,
totally worth a first round pick. And then they beat
That's
Boston
what they're going to keep telling teams.
Yeah, they beat Boston in the shootout 5-4. Linus Karlsson, 2 goals and assist in that game. They're 2 for 10 on the power play, 10 for 11 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal 4. They don't have a top player because Linus Karlsson is their top player, but he did 3 of those points in one night.
Damn.
15, 17, and 3. 33 points. 7th in the division.
Yep.
And we're going to finish up with Vegas, who went 0-2-1 this week. They lose to the Devils in shootouts 2-1. Pavel Dorofeyev, the only goal in this game for Vegas. They lose to Calgary 3-6. Then they lose to Edmonton 3-4. Hertl did have a goal and 2 assists this game. They're 4 for 11 on the power play.
What? Say it again. Sorry.
4 for 11 on the power play. Lost every game.
Yeah.
And then 3 for 5 on the penalty kill.
They only took 5 penalties?
Only took 5 penalties.
Jesus.
They did not take any penalties against Calgary. So it was 2 and 3.
Still lost.
Yep.
It's pretty bad.
Vegas they don't have a top player, and they are 16, 8, and 10.
They might break the overtime loss record this year.
They might. We thought the Islanders were going to 2 years ago, but
not even halfway through the season, and Vegas already has 10 overtime losses.
Mm-hmm.
I think the record is 19.
It's 18.
Or 18.
I think it's
whatever.
19. It's 19 to set
19 to break it. Yeah, so that's very conceivable that they'll do that this year.
42 points. They're second in the division.
Right. They have 2 games in hand as well, I think. I saw.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
On the Ducks.
But those overtime points are doing a lot of work.
Hey, I mean it's part of the things, the rules. So, all right, let's do the Metropolitan Division. And folks, let me tell you, only one team went over 500 this week for the Metropolitan Division.
Yeah.
That means 7 teams were under 500. Sad week for the Metro.
Bad week for the Metro.
Yeah. Carolina went 1-1-1. They beat Nashville 4-1. Aho 2 goals and an assist. Svechnikov and Blake each had 2 points. Kochekov 25-26. Pretty good game.
Yeah.
Lost to Florida in a shootout 4-3. Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov had 2 points in this game, while Bussy was 38 of 41. And then lost to Tampa Bay 6-4. And realistically, the only thing to say about this game was Kochekov was 23 of 28.
Mm-hmm.
Aho is their top player with 4 goals and an assist. They went 4 for 12 on the power play. Very good power play week.
Very good, yeah.
9 for 9 on the penalty kill. Great special teams week.
It's that 5-on-5.
22, 10, and 3. Still top of the division. Still very
Blue
good
lead
record.
against Florida.
Blue lead against Florida. Hey, but that's common. That just happens to teams all the time.
That does just happen to teams.
Next up is Columbus. They went 1-2. Beat Anaheim 4-3 in overtime. Werenski 2 goals and an assist. Jenner and Johnson each had 2 points, and Fantilli had the overtime game winner. Jet Greaves 24 of 27. Lost to Minnesota 5-2. Werenski 2 goals in this game. Greaves 23 of 26, and then lost to Anaheim 4-3. Werenski had a goal and an assist, and Merzlikins was 24 of 28. Werenski is their top player, 5 goals and 2 assists, and they better not pray that day-to-day injury turns into an IR stint.
Yeah, they better pray.
1 for 6 on the power play, 7 for 8 on the penalty kill, 14, 15, and 6. Last place in the division. Not a horrible record, but they gotta turn some stuff
all the
around.
other records out there.
Yeah, considering all the other records out there. The Devils are up next, the only team to go over 500 this week, 2-1. Beat Vegas in a shootout 2-1. Brown a goal, Allen 36 of 37, and Jesper Bratt had the only shootout goal. Beat Utah 2-1. Nason and Brown each had a goal, while Hischier had 2 assists, and Markstrom was 32 of 33. And then they lost to Buffalo 3-1. But he's back. Jack Hughes is back from being attacked by a drinking glass.
And he scored.
And he scored the only goal in this game for the Devils. Allen 22 of 24. And their goalies are their top players this week because they went 90 of 94.
Yep.
For a .957 save percentage, 1.32 goals against between Markstrom and Allen this week. 1 for 8 on the power play, 6 for 8 on the penalty kill, and they are 20, 15, and 1. The Islanders went 0-2-1 this week. I think they're actually the only team that did not win a game this week in the Metro. Lost to Detroit 3-2. Heineman and Mayfield each had the goals, while Sorokin was 18 of 21. Lost to Vancouver 4-1. Lee had the only goal in that game. Sorokin 27 of 30. And then lost to Buffalo 3-2 in a shootout. Barzal a goal and an assist. Rittich 30 of 32. No top player. 1 for 8 on the power play. 5 for 9 on the penalty kill. Still 19, 13, and 4. Just a bad week for the Islanders, though. The Rangers played 5 games this week. 5.
That's crazy.
I think that is essentially the most games you could play in 1 week.
It is.
I guess you could. No, it has to be.
It has to be
There's
5.
no way that you could play more than 5 games in 1 week. But they went 2-3. Lost to Anaheim 4-1. Robertson scored the only goal for the Rangers. Neither one of the Robertsons you're thinking of. Another one that's not related to them. Shesterkin, 22 of 25. Got shut out by Vancouver, as Clay already mentioned. 3-0 quick. 14 of 16 in this game.
Yeah.
And I was looking this up while Clay was finishing up his teams. The Rangers are 4-10-3 at home and have been shut out 6 times.
It's absolutely crazy.
They have been shut out more times than they have won at Madison Square Garden this year.
That's absolutely crazy.
Barf. Good Lord.
It's a reverse fortress.
Yeah. The Rangers did beat St. Louis 2-1 in overtime. Perreault had the regulation goal, while Miller had the overtime goal. And Shesterkin was 26 of 27. They beat Philadelphia in a shootout 5-4. Panarin 2 goals in this game. Zibanejad a goal and an assist. Shesterkin 28 of 32. And Panarin and Trocheck scored the shootout goals.
Did you see that their rookie Othman tried to fight Delorier?
Yep, and he got his shit rocked.
Well, in the interview afterwards, he didn't know who he was trying to fight until the tattooed knuckles came back after he got rocked in the face.
He was like, "Oh, I made a mistake."
He's just like, next time I'm gonna look who throw hands with.
Yeah, wait, there was another fight this week. I don't think in the NHL. No, it was in the AHL, and it was LaRue for Nashville,
who sucks. Yeah,
who's a real dirtbag on the ice. I don't know what happened pre this, but he charged at some player to try to fight him and got
And
the absolute shit beat out of
shit
him
rocked. Oh, it was great.
from like punch one. The guy
Yep.
grabbed him, turned it over, and was just wailing on the back of his head.
Like he broke from alignment to charge this guy.
Yeah,
And yeah.
good. Fuck him.
Yep.
Then the Rangers ended their week by losing to Nashville 2-1. Got outshot 32-17, just to remind you. Brodzinski had the only goal in that game for the Rangers, and Johnny Quick did his best, 30 of 31. So
30 of 31.
they scored an empty net goal to make it 2-0, and then Brodzinski scored with like 15 seconds left of the game or something to at least break the shutout.
Yeah.
No top player for the Rangers. They were 2 for 17 on the power play. And Clay, look at me. 3 shorthanded goals against this week.
Yeah.
3. So
That's disgusting.
negative 1 for 17 on the power play.
That's so bad.
13 for 16 on the penalty kill. That's fine.
Yeah.
18, 16, and 4. Tied for the most games in the entire league. And I think they're in 6th place in the division right now. And the team that's directly behind them, who we'll talk about in a second, I think is only 2 points behind, 2 or 3 points behind, and have 3 games in hand on them.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
Real
quick before you jump to them, because
there's a team before.
well, you mentioned Stan Bowman talking about Tristan Jarry. Yeah, 36 games into his 8-year contract, Trent Frederick got healthy scratch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Why did they sign that contract?
Oh, and Draisaitl has been even crazier because he has 0 goals and 15 assists in his last 8 games.
It's wild. Absolutely
Yeah.
wild. But the whole Trent Frederick thing, I mean, even at the time, everybody was like, the cap
dumbest
number
thing.
is not that big of a deal, but the 8-year is the big deal.
Right. And then
he's
McDavid
already a healthy scratch.
and McDavid takes less money because of all these bad contracts.
Mhm.
Just remember he also has a no movement clause.
Frederick, yeah. So they can't get rid of him.
Nope.
He's
For the
just
first
there.
4 years.
Oh my
No
God! What an
movement.
albatross of a contract that is 36 games into the season.
Yep.
Into season 1. I saw somebody post, I think on the hockey Reddit a few weeks ago, that was like, where do you see Crosby and McDavid playing in 2 years? And the top answer was
Pittsburgh?
they're both going to be in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. I don't think McDavid's going to go to Pittsburgh, but Crosby's not going to go anywhere.
Exactly. Like
But oh man, if you're McDavid, I know he's playing out of his mind right now, but you got to be a little pissed, right? You took a huge pay cut. You probably could have demanded like what did Kaprizov get? 17 and a half,
16.
something like that.
I was 16.
16,
Either
whatever.
way,
You could
You
get
get 18.
whatever the maximum amount they could give you. You could be like, give me it, and somebody would have easily, including the Oilers, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh boy. All right, Philadelphia is up next. They went 1-1-1 this week. They beat Montreal 4-1. Konechny a goal and an assist in this game. Couturier 2 assists, and Vladar 21 of 22. Lost to Buffalo 5-3. Bobby Brink had 2 assists. Urson 23 of 27. And then they lost to the Rangers in a shootout 5-4. Sondheim a goal and an assist. Barkey 2 assists, and Urson 23 of 27. It's so weird. There's a Barkley and a Barkey.
And Barkey. Yeah.
Because I think Barkley is on Colorado, I believe.
There's Heinen, and then there's Heinen.
Yeah. Philly, no top player. 2 for 11 on the power play. 8 for 10 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal for. 17, 10, and 7, though. Real good record for the Flyers.
Yeah.
All right. The Penguins went 1-3 this week. Lost to Edmonton 6-4. Novak and Carlson did have a goal and an assist apiece in this game. Mantha 2 assists. Skinner 17 of 22. Real good showing in his first game.
Yeah.
Well,
also,
you know what?
he
It's
was,
not fully
like,
on him because
No, it's
the
not.
penalty kill was 1 for 4. So
Yeah.
That's not fully on him. Pittsburgh then didn't show up against Ottawa, losing that game 4-0. I watched this game, or a good portion of this game, and just like every pass that they tried to make, Ottawa just had a stick in the way. Every single pass. Shelov's 22 of 26 in that shutout loss. Lost to Montreal. Same exact thing that happened against Ottawa. It looked like the same exact thing. Lost to them 4-0. Skinner 17 of 20 in that one. Then they beat Montreal 4-3 in a shootout. Crosby, a goal and an assist, and with those 2 points, has passed Mario Lemieux for most points in Penguins history and has overtaken 8th place, which was Lemieux, in the all-time scoring list with 1,724 points.
When's his contract end?
After next year.
If he does one more year extension and keeps playing like the way he does, he can end number 2.
That's what I was thinking, because somebody posted that on the hockey subreddit and was like, where do you think he ends? And I was like, realistically, barring any career-ending injuries, he plays point per game. He might be the second player to hit 2,000 points. That might be his goal before he retires. I think he could do it because he's only like
I think he can do it.
275 points off, something like 276. And I was looking at this before as well. He's only, I think it's 85 points away from passing Gordie Howe for the most points with any one team.
Yes.
He will absolutely pass that.
He'll do that. He's not going anywhere.
No.
Good or bad.
Regardless of what anybody in the media says, he's not going anywhere.
Until it happens.
Yeah, until it happens, he's not going anywhere. And I don't know, guys. Maybe listen to him. He said it like 50 times that he has no intention to go anywhere else in his career. Anyway, Raquel had a goal and assist as well. She lost 22 of 25. And Kevin Hayes, of all people, and Rickard Raquel scored in the shootout for the Penguins. And the Penguins finally, mercifully, won a shootout game and ended their 8-game losing streak.
Yep.
They were 2 for 14 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against, 5 for 10 on the penalty kill this week.
Oh, my goodness.
Although 3 of those were against Edmonton. 15, 11, and 9 are the Penguins. They're still very much in the hockey hunt. Or the hockey hunt. The playoff hunt, excuse me. Because the entirety of the Metro has not been playing that well the last 2 weeks either. So they haven't fallen that far out of it. And I was looking at it. I believe 4 points separate 2nd and 7th in the Metro currently. 4 points. So there you go. Washington, let's end things off. Went 1-2-1 this week as we end things off on the sad Metro division.
Yep.
Losing to Minnesota 5-0. Charlie Lindgren, 27 of 32. Did shut out Toronto 4-0. Carlson, a goal and 2 assists. Chychrun, 2 goals. Surdiff, 2 assists. And Thompson with 22 saves for the shutout. Lost to Detroit 5-2 in regulation. Protas and Fehervary, the goals in that game, while Thompson was 36 of 40. And then lost to Detroit in overtime 3-2. Ethan Frank had both goals in this game for Washington.
You love that guy.
I just think it's an interesting. It's just like, I never heard of him before this season, and I was like, all right, Ethan Frank, yeah.
He's also, I forgot.
He's had a bunch of multi-point games the last month.
Yeah, and his contract is in a way that he doesn't go on waivers when he gets sent down.
Oh, interesting. So
I think he's the AHL contract. Like, he just gets called up and then he gets sent down.
I feel like they should just keep him in the NHL. Unless they can't with waivers and stuff, but
it's kind of that. He's also he's 28, 29.
Yeah, but my man's playing pretty
dang
dang well.
It's just one of those things where his speed is his biggest asset.
Sure. But he's playing his way to get at least a 1x2 in the off season, 1 year, $2 million, something like that.
He's been on the team for a couple years now. So
if I was him and I was like, we're talking about maybe a contract extension, I'm gonna get $2 million. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For a journeyman AHL guy. Let me finish off Washington.
Yeah. Finish your thing before I.
Strome had 2 assists. Lindgren 24 of 27. No top player. 0 for 8 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against. 12 for 14 on the penalty kill. And Washington is 19, 12, and 5.
Coolio.
What you got?
Did you know? Did you see that Nick Saban bought minority ownership in the Predators this week?
I did not see that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Weird. Maybe he's going to
Yeah.
take a swing at coaching hockey.
Sure.
It's going to be so weird to see him at a hockey game because I know he'll be there
He's-
for at least a few.
There's a picture of him at the presser. He's wearing the Nashville Predators jacket, and it kind of looks just like this isn't an AI image. Are we sure?
So weird. That's
Yeah.
so weird. I guess that's probably the closest team to like Alabama. I don't
Yeah.
know that he lives in Alabama still, but maybe he does. He's probably just the king of Alabama. The entire state.
Probably, yeah.
Interesting. One thing that gives people hope for the Penguins getting sold to is you just reminded me saying this. Getting sold to the Hoffman family is that people are hoping maybe Lemieux will be around a bit more.
Right.
Because there was something that happened
Going
between
on
him
with,
and FSG, where their relationship was very like tense. Something financial. I don't know all the specifics about it, but so some fans are hoping maybe Lemieux will be around a bit more. Look, here's a bit of advice for the new owners of the Penguins. If you can ingratiate yourself into the city
That's all you need.
at all, that's all you need. You can still be a corporate, whatever, but if you can like work yourself into the community, that goes a long way for making the fans of any Pittsburgh team like
Yeah.
you a lot. Shout out Bob Nutting, who's just some fucking guy that won't ever spend money for the Pirates. Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. You have anything else for this week?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. As always, we can be found wherever podcasts are found. Give us a rate, review, subscribe, wherever applicable, all that jazz. And we will see you next week for week 12 of the NHL season. And before we go, Merry Christmas, everybody, because that's a few days away.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
And if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a good week. Happy Hanukkah for those out there celebrating Hanukkah, all that jazz. Have a good week. We will see you next week at the same puck time.
Same puck place.
Goodbye.
Bye.